Welcome to SST College of Arts and Commerce. This is SST Edupedia. Myself, Assistant Professor Reena Mishra. Today, my topic is tax rate. Tax rate is the topic from the direct tax. This topic is useful for SY BAF semester 4. Before we discuss the different tax rate, while computing the income tax on the income of the individual, let's just have a review of the computation of income from different heads. Before computation of tax liability, it is very essential to have a proper computation of net taxable income derived from different heads. That is income from salary, income from house property, income from business and profession, income from capital gain. Capital gain may be short-term capital gain or long-term capital gain. Income from other sources, that is all the residual income which do not fall in all the above four categories are included in the income from other sources. Now, the method of computing the taxable income under the specific 5 heads are different from each other. After computing the income derived from different heads, by considering the provisions, exemptions and deductions, we derive with the gross total income. Out of the gross total income, the deductions under chapter 6A is allowed. Now the deductions under chapter 6A are the deductions which are considered for the socio-economic benefit of the society, which is not related to any of the above head. After deduction of chapter 6A, finally we get the net taxable income. Now, how to compute the tax liability for the individual? For the normal individual who is liable to pay the taxes, following are the ways for computation of the tax liability. Level of income, as far as the income tax is considered, while computing the income tax of the individual, slab rate are considered. That is, as the income increases, the income is divided in different progressive slabs, and as the income increases, the tax rate also increases. That's the reason the income tax is also called as income tax is a progressive tax. So when the total income does not exceed rupees 2,50,000, that is when the total income of the individual is either up to 2,50,000 or below that, there is no tax. It is nil. When the total income exceeds rupees 2,50,000, but it does not exceed rupees 5 lakh, 5% of the amount by which the total income exceeds rupees 2,50,000. So the amount which exceeds 2,50,000, that amount only computed with the tax rate of 5%. Suppose the total income is 3,50,000. So out of 3,50,000, 2,50,000 will be subtracted, and the balance 1 lakh, which is more than 2,50,000, 5% tax liability will be computed. Where the income exceeds rupees 5 lakh but does not exceed rupees 10 lakh. If income of an individual is above 5 lakh, the tax liability will be rupees 12,500 plus 20% of the amount by which the income exceeds rupees 10 lakhs. That is, the income which exceeds 5 lakhs amount, on that amount only 20% tax will be computed in addition to the earlier slab tax rate. Where the next is when the total income exceeds rupees 10 lakhs. When the total income of the individual is above 10 lakhs, the tax amount, that is 1,12,500 plus 30% of the amount by which the total income exceeds rupees 10 lakh will be the total tax amount. Next is when the resident individual whose age is above 60 years or more, but it is not more than 80 years. Here, the person one who is above 60 year, he gets the exemption on income which does not exceed rupees 3 lakhs. That is, up to 3 lakhs, he is not supposed to pay the tax. When income exceeds rupees 3 lakh and does not exceed rupees 5 lakh, he is supposed to pay the income tax at the rate of 5%. Next is same as for the normal individual. If income exceeds rupees 5 lakh but it is below 10 lakhs, on that income the tax rate is computed at the rate of 20%. And next is when the taxable income of the individual above 60 year is more than 10 lakhs, the tax liability will be computed for 30% tax rate. Hence, the total aggregate amount will be considered as a tax liability. Next is for the resident individual of the age 80 years or more. If the age of the individual is above 80 years, the level of income where the total income does not exceed rupees 5 lakhs. That is, for the individual who is above 80 years, income up to 5 lakh is exempted. That is, no tax is levied on income if it is not more than 5 lakhs or up to 5 lakhs. When income exceeds rupees 5 lakh but it is up to 10 lakh, then on this exceeded income, 20% of the amount by which the total income exceeds rupees 5 lakh. And when income exceeds rupees 10 lakh, rupees 1 lakh 10,000, which is the tax amount computed on the earlier slab of 5 lakh, plus 30% on the amount by which the total income exceeds rupees 10 lakh is added. So this is how the tax liability for the individuals are computed depending upon the different age factors. For the normal individual, that is above 18 years and up to 60 years, the income up to 2,50,000 is non-taxable. If the age of the person is above 60 year but below 80 year, for such individual up to rupees 3 lakh income is exempted, non-taxable, and for the individual above 80 year up to 5 lakh, out of the total income is exempted. Existing tax regime is income from rupees 2.5 lakh to rupees 5 lakh is 5%. That is, which is into existence. These are the different slabs in which the income of the individual are divided, and accordingly the respective tax rate are levied for computation of the tax liability. If up to 2,50,000, it is exempted for the normal individual. When the income of the individual is more than 2,50,000 and up to 5 lakh, on such income 5% tax is levied. For the income which exceeds rupees 5 lakh and which is not exceeding 10 lakh, that is up to 10 lakh, the tax rate 20% is charged. And for the income which is above 10 lakh, the highest tax rate, that is 30%, is charged. New tax regime is as per the assessment year 2021-22. The new tax regime is here. We will have a look at the new tax regime also. Since the tax is one of the dynamic subject, every year the finance ministry consider various socio-economic factors, and on that basis various provisions are revised. So here is the new tax regime which is introduced for the assessment year 2021-22. For income from rupees 2.5 lakhs to rupees 5 lakh, the income tax is 5%. Again, up to 2,50,000, the income is exempted from the tax liability. After that, when income exceeds rupees 5 lakh and up to rupees 7 lakh 50,000, tax rate is chargeable at the rate of 10%. For income above 7 lakh 50,000 and up to 10 lakh, the tax rate is 15%. And income from rupees 10 lakh to rupees 12.5 lakhs, the tax rate is 20%. For income 12.5 lakh to rupees 15 lakh, tax rate is 25%. And here, as per the new tax regime, the tax rate 30% is chargeable to the income when it crosses rupees 15 lakhs. So here, considering the small slabs of the income, government has also divided the tax rate. In spite of charging aggregate rate, they have splitted the tax rate in the small rates. And as per the new tax regime, the tax liability is less as compared to the existing tax regime. But again, while adopting the new tax regime, the following points should be considered. The new tax regime does not allow below mentioned deductions and exemptions. In normal tax regime, or we can say in the earlier existing tax regime, the deductions or exemptions are considered in the normal way, but while adopting the new tax regime, the following deductions and exemptions are not taken into account. It is ignored completely. So what are those deductions and exemptions? The standard deduction, professional tax and entertainment allowance. Standard deduction out of income from salary, standard deduction out of income from house property, and such other standard deductions out of total income are not allowed. Professional tax, which is deducted out of income from salary, is also not allowed. Entertainment allowance, which is allowed for the government employee out of the salary income, is not allowed while following the new tax regime. Then leave travel allowance. Leave travel allowance is also not allowable as a deduction while following the new tax regime. House rent allowance, minor child income allowance, helper allowance, children education allowance, other special allowance, interest on housing loan on self-occupied property, and Chapter 6A deductions. Any other perquisite or allowance, deduction from family pension income, which is allowed from income from other sources. So these are the different deductions, exemptions which are allowed while computing income under different heads. That is income from salary, income from house property, income from capital gains, other sources, and out of gross total income as well. But while adopting the new tax regime, following exemptions and deductions are disallowed. So this is all about the tax rate. In today's session, we have learned what are the different tax rates, what are the different exemption limit depending upon the age criteria of the individual, and how the income tax is progressive. The progress or the chargeability of the income tax depends upon what is the income derived to the individual. So we have seen that as the income increases, the tax rate also increases, the tax liability also increases. Thank you.